Okay, welcome to Vlogmas Day. So today is all about wrapping Santa's gifts. So I'm not going to wrap all of them. I just kind of want to break it up. But the way my husband and I do Christmas for our kids is there are two types of gifts. There are gifts that Santa gives our kids, and there are gifts that mommy and daddy gives our kids. So the way we divide what Santa gives versus what we give, we want it to be equal because we don't want our kids to think that Santa gives better gifts. But we do want our kids to know that Santa gives the gifts that they ask Santa for. So, for example, our daughter is asking Santa for what do you call it? She wants to be able to create her own like snow globe like terrain garden thing, and so she said, I want Santa to give me something like that. And she described it, and I'm trying to talk softly because they're sleeping, and I don't know, I just feel like maybe they can hear me in their sleep. But I found this at TJ Maxx, and it looks exactly like what my daughter described. And so this is going to be a gift from Santa. $10. You can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to wrap this. And then I bought a whole bunch of other things. So she loves anything that is Hello Kitty / Sanrio related. So got her this because I found this at TJ Maxx as well. This was $12.99. And then for my son, Evan, who is nonverbal and who is very tactical and very sensory, he really needs to touch and feel things and shake things and feel the vibration of things. I found this robot. I mean, there's tons of toys like this, but I also wanted to get him something that wasn't going to annoy me too much and wasn't going to be too big because we don't live in a big place. So we could take this on a trip with him, and when you press it, this is probably going to annoy me at some point. Oh my God, how do you stop it? How do you stop it? Anyway, it's, and then you could turn the key here, and then it rolls the eyes. So, you know, he loves to just tinker with things like this, and he loves to tap on things, and there's buttons to press. Anyway, cheap toy, $6.99. And I look for toys that I know that he doesn't have, that I know that aren't similar to the ones he already has. And I also look for toys that I think might be somewhat durable. So if it's dropped a few times, it's not going to break. And I know that toys for babies, or not babies, but for toddlers, are usually pretty durable. So yeah, so that's for him. And there's going to be a bunch of others that we're going to get them. I also found this because our daughter said that she wants to have her own garden. And so Santa's going to give her this little garden thing. We live in an apartment, so of course we can't get her own, flower bed or anything, but she'll grow her own carrots and stuff. We'll see how that works. So yeah, and that was a little more expensive. That was $16.99. I didn't want to spend too much money on gifts because they like the idea of opening things. So instead of getting them one big thing, we're getting them a whole bunch of little things. Okay, now, and we also got them stuff that they like from us. So I'm not going to, I already wrapped the gifts that are from us. So all of these gifts are from us. And, they're things that they love. Like our son, our youngest son, he loves Totoro from My Neighbor Totoro, the Japanese anime film. And so we got him a big Totoro stuffy, for example. That's going to be from us. And so anyway, we wrapped them all in wrapping paper that matches our tree. So, but then the gifts from Santa are not going to be wrapped with the same wrapper. They're going to be wrapped with candy cane wrapper. That way the kids are going to know that Santa brought them versus mommy and daddy. So anyway, I don't know if you guys go all out with doing gift Santa things for your kids, but I'm very like strategic and like my daughter is going to know that the wrapping paper we have is the same wrapping paper that Santa wrapped his gifts in. I can't have her know that. So once we use this wrapping paper to wrap all the gifts from Santa, we're going to throw the rest away, or we're going to give the rest away. She will never see this wrapping paper after we wrap all the gifts from Santa. Anyway, I don't know if I'm making sense at all, but yeah. So we also bought a few things from Amazon as well for the kids. So this is a like pull a rabbit out of a hat gift that our daughter was asking for. It was kind of pricey, I thought, $34.99, but the box looked sort of big. I didn't open it, I just wrapped it. So hopefully it's a good toy. Got this toy for our son Evan, who is very tactile and he likes to put things in his mouth because he has sensory issues. So this is a sensory chewy in the shape of a pea, because you could grab it with your hands really easily and start biting on any part of the shape. And it's very soothing, at least for my son it is. Lastly, our son Sebastian loves Teslas. Whenever he sees a Tesla, whether it's a Model 3 or a Y, he'll call it out. That's a Tesla Model Y or Model 3 or whatever. And so I looked on Amazon and found this toy car of a Model Y because he just loves them. I don't know why, but he does. And this Alexa device for kids was on sale, and so I purchased one because our son Sebastian also loves Alexa. He is always talking to her, and I think it actually is improving his speech because he has to talk super clear in order to get Alexa to do what he wants. And lastly, I purchased this modular kids couch where all of the cushions come apart and you can make different shapes and build forts and all sorts of things with it. It hasn't arrived yet, but it will look perfect in our little play corner in the living room. And instead of playing on the couch with the cushions on the couch, they can play with this instead. That's about it. So yeah, I'm going to start wrapping all the gifts. And we're still in the process of buying more gifts because we just want the kids to have the most amazing, magical Christmas ever, especially this Christmas because it is our son Sebastian's first Christmas with us. We're in the process of adopting him, as I mentioned in an earlier video, and it's his first Christmas with his like permanent family. He's been, in foster care for so long, and although he's been with other loving families, it's his first time with us, and we just want it to be magical.